Yo, what is up everybody? It has been way too long since you guys have last seen me on this channel. I just want to apologize for that. Everything happens for a reason. I took time off of everything to work on my business, to grow my business, to advertise my business, which I could have done it on YouTube this whole time, but I've just been way too busy. But this channel is going to be brought back way better than ever. I'm gonna be giving you guys all the updates of my truck. It is way different since you guys have last seen it. A little sneak peek. I've started my own business, Barty Customs. A lot of you guys may know. I've been on TikTok a lot because that's just easier for me, and that's just one way that I get my company out there. I've been on Facebook too. But I'm gonna bring it to YouTube and I'm gonna show you guys the process of everything. I'm gonna give you guys the process of me building my truck. Well, I guess not building because I kind of already built it off of YouTube, but I'm gonna give you guys the process of me updating it from what's been done, because there's a lot more that I want to do, even though I've done pretty much everything you can do. I get bored easily, so I'm gonna be switching it up a lot here and there. Giveaways with the business. You never know, we might start giving trucks away. I don't know, that's a little stretch, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Right now, the truck is absolutely filthy, so I'll show you guys it now, and then I'm gonna wash it, and then I'm gonna give you guys an overview. You guys have seen this truck about a couple months ago, more than a couple months ago. That was the last time you guys saw it. I gave you guys an overview of it from what it is now. I'm just gonna restart completely like I never made the other video, just in case some of you guys have seen it or haven't. It'll be fresh, and I'll show you guys the truck now. It's pretty dirty, and then I will give you guys a little time lapse of me washing it, and then I'll give you an overview after. Here it is. May or may not look very dirty on the video, but it's pretty dirty. All right, y'all, truck is looking clean as ever. The wheels, I could use a little polish because obviously I just washed them, whatever. But they still look good, so I may or may not polish them, I don't know. But I'm about to give you all a little walk around after now that it's clean. All right, y'all, I've lost count of however many goddamn times I've had to make this video, but this is gonna be the final time I'm making this video, so I'm gonna make sure it's right. Truck is washed, looking clean as ever. I'm gonna give you all a little walk around right now before I start doing the overview. All right, so to start it off for y'all, I'm gonna start off with the wheel and tire setup. Currently, we are on 22x12 American Force concave. They are the Genesis model. These ones are actually 8x170 lug, and I am running 2-inch adapters to be able to run them on this truck. In the near future, I'm gonna be dropping this truck down, so I'm gonna be going back to 8x65 wheels, so I don't have to run any adapters or spacers, and the truck's gonna be way lower than it is. So hopefully in the next day or two, these will be traded, and I'll have 8x65 wheels again. And the tires are 305/40 R22s. Obviously, as you can see, we might need some new ones in the back in the near future. Or, well, the new guy that's gonna have these is gonna have to, you know, swap those bad boys out. But that's it for the wheel and tire setup. So I'm gonna go to the suspension. I'm gonna start in the front. We have Carly coils, 3-inch leveling kit in the front, Bilstein 5100 shocks. We have Thurn control arms, Thurn track bar, BD steering stabilizer. We have a Fox 2.0 steering stabilizer shock, and then we have, that's pretty much it for under the front end. Oh, and redhead steering box. So that's that. That thing is awesome. I love that thing. That's it for up here. In the back, on this side, you can't really tell because of the way the truck is sitting, but currently we have no overload in the leafs, no blocks in the leafs, and it is sitting a little bit lower in the back than it is in the front, which I'm tired of. So once again, why I did that is because I knew I was going to lower the front, but I didn't think it was going to take me this long to actually do that. So as you can see, this side's sitting like this. It's not as low as I want it to, but it is a little bit lower than the front. The way this is sitting right now is kind of iffy, so this looks way higher than it normally is. This looks way lower than it normally is. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm probably gonna take another leaf out, put bags in it, and then I'm gonna do 2 to 3 inch drop shackles so that this thing is real low. I'm gonna go back to stock size coils in the front, and I'm gonna cut a coil and a half out of the front, and that'll drop it down like maybe 2 inches from stock height, and this thing will be way low. And I'm gonna be going back to, or I'm gonna be going with 12 wides, but this time I'm not gonna be on spacers like I said. These I have to. So that's it for the suspension. Oh, and Reaper track bars, necessity. Those things are awesome. I love these things. 400 bucks, reapertrackbars.com, I'm pretty sure. You can buy them powder coated. You can buy them either adjustable bush or adjustable, what do you call them? Johnny joints, whatever. I don't really know. But they're awesome. I like those a lot. So that's pretty much it for like all this stuff, as you can see. I'll go over some of the paint match parts because, as you guys know, I own the business that paint matches all this stuff. BartyCustoms.com and Barty Customs on Instagram. So we have a paint match valance in the front, paint match fog light bezels, paint match grill inserts. As you can tell, I own a paint match company that paint matches lights, and I don't have the inside of my lights painted because I love the way this looks for this truck. Chrome headlight housings with a clear reflector, and then just the paint match top part. I love that. That looks really good on this truck, but I'm bored with it, so I'm probably gonna do some projectors in it and then paint match the inside because that's just how I am. I change everything all the time. Next up, we're gonna go with probably the most popular thing on my entire website. Everybody loves these things so much. 3rd gen slim fender flares that are paint matched. These things look great. I absolutely love these. They look just like the Laramie fender flares on a 4th gen or whatever you want to call it. They look sick, so I love those. Those are awesome. Paint match door handles, and then 4th gen style mirrors for a 3rd gen truck. You can get chrome cap, full paint match, whatever you want, but I like the chrome cap, goes with the flow of my truck. Switchback marker LEDs that'll run white and then turn orange as you turn your blinker on. And then we got a what do you call that, puddle light on the bottom of the mirror. Every time you open your door, that light will turn on, but I have mine running always because I just like the way all the white light looks. So we got a paint match 3rd brake light, and then we got paint match tail lights, paint match tailgate handle, paint matched roll pan. Love roll pans on these trucks. I used to not be a huge fan of them, but now I really like them. And then we have a Gator bed cover. Love that thing. I don't like the back flip. Not a fan of the hard cover that flips up and then covers your back window. I just not a fan of it. No, like the only cool thing about that is you can put weight on top, but no one's gonna sit on a bed cover anyways. If you need to sit down, drop the damn tailgate and sit on that. That's how I go. But anyways, OEM cab lights that I put on this truck, and I space them all out evenly. I hate the way Dodge makes the 3 in the middle like kind of closer together than the rest. So OEM housings, and then we have Amazon white LEDs on the inside. And then we have all white LEDs all throughout. We have switchback turn signals, white LED fog lights, white LED headlights, like I said, switchback mirror lights. So we have the white lights in the mirrors and then the puddle lights on the bottom. Everything is white. This truck looks sick at night. And we have 20 rock lights underneath on BartyCustoms.com, like everything else you can find on here. 3 in each wheel well, 1 under each door, and then 2 in the front, or 2 in the front, 2 in the back. That thing it looks great on this size truck if you have a 3rd gen quad cab. That's perfect. If you have a mega cab, I would probably do 1 under each door, and then I would put 1 behind the back door, which I'm gonna have to do on this thing anyways because there's kind of like a dead spot in this area here a little bit. So that'll probably be the next thing. Probably just gonna add 2 more. And that's pretty much it on the lighting. That's pretty much it on really the overview, to be honest with you, on the outside. The inside's pretty much stock currently. I just have 2 SVR SCAR 12s, 1600 watts with a 2000 watt SCAR amp. Head unit, all that's all stock, but that is gonna be changing. Head unit's not stock, sorry. Pioneer head unit, it's full glass, CarPlay, everything. That's all gonna stay, but I'm gonna be doing leather seats, diamond stitch flooring, suede headliner, Rolls-Royce Starlight headliner, and that. The inside's gonna be going through an entire makeover here soon. Just like the suspension is gonna be dropping down a little bit, new wheels, everything. So that's what's gonna be coming up for the outside, and actually the inside, I guess you could say. But everything else probably gonna stay. I might change up the paint a little bit here and there. Like I said, the headlights, I might go full paint on them, throw some projectors in there. Kind of bored. I don't know what to do in this area, but I get bored a lot and I like to change things a lot. So This thing's just gonna keep changing. We're gonna get some powder coat going. Powder coat the coils, control arms. I might do the leafs, might not. I don't know how I feel about the like white leafs on this. I don't know what that would look like. I'm gonna paint match some of the stuff under the hood, but I like the chrome or like the polish theme I'm going on under the hood. So I'm gonna pop the hood for y'all. It's a little dirty. Nothing's really polished as much as I would have wished. But I've made this video so many times that I'm not polishing anything under here. It's just gonna take too damn long. So I'm gonna start from right and we'll go to left. Actually, I'll start from the front. Thanks intercooler, painted purple, don't ask. Rudy's intake horn, love that thing. Polish, goes with the theme, whatever. Fleece, 10 mil pump. Soon I'm going to be upgrading to a dual pump. I might put another 10 mil, twin 10 mils, or I might do another stock one over top of that. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with that yet. 60% extra G injectors in here. Extreme duty Hamilton push rods, MDC 110 pound valve springs, ARP 625 head studs. Cummins thick head gasket, just had to switch all that. That's why I'm on brand new 625s. I was on 425s, but I blew a head gasket with this setup. It did good, but I blew a head gasket not too long. Maybe like a month and a half after I put this turbo on, but it did good. So, but now we have all this new stuff. So that's that in the middle. I'm gonna be going to 200% flux, actually 207%, it's a very random number. Flux diesel injectors to match with the pumps I'm gonna be going with. And then over here we have a Smeding diesel second gen swap kit flipped up. All right, y'all, so I've been sitting here editing the video and I realized that right as my camera died, I started talking about my turbo setup and I didn't realize the camera died. So I'm just gonna skip right back to where I was in the video. Smeding diesel second gen swap kit, like I've already said, but this manifold is actually flipped up. So it is a flip up setup, but this manifold is actually meant to be flipped down. So I was the first one to ever actually flip the Smeding diesel kit up. So yes, you can do that. And it's a full Smeding kit with a Taterbilt 12A and drain line in there. That is a necessity for big turbos like this. They need the maximum amount of drain. So that's why that's there. And then I have a custom hood stack kit that I built myself. It is 4-inch pipe. I actually custom made it so that I could keep my AC. So I have full AC, everything. All my AC lines are still in the stock location. It's just I routed the hood stack kit very close to the turbo, like wrap around the turbo very tightly so that I can fit everything back there still. So that's what the hood stack setup, and the turbo is a Garrett GT42 94, 75 millimeter on the compressor, and it is a 85 on the exhaust, and it is a it's a 1.01. Garrett's weird. They have very weird sizing, but yeah, it's a 1.01 AR, and that's pretty much it on the turbo setup. So I'm gonna get back to the video. Damn camera died. Anyways, got a new battery. But back to what I was saying, hood stack kit, full AC with this hood stack kit. I custom made it so I could keep the AC because I used to daily drive this thing. I still technically do, but I bought a car, which y'all will see here soon. But yeah, full AC on this thing. And that's pretty much it, like I said, under the hood. There ain't really much else to it. I'm just gonna do some wire management. I'm gonna go with the new valve cover. Not sure who I'm gonna go with yet, but catch can setup with that because it's pretty much needed at this point. That's pretty much it under the hood. So only thing left to do really is probably just go for a ride, give y'all a little ride along, show y'all what this thing can do. Alright, I hope y'all can hear me well. This thing's pretty damn loud. So I'm just gonna have to talk loud and probably try to talk over it the whole time. But I totally forgot to talk about the transmission in this thing. So it is a 1100 horse build by TRE Diesel out in Norfolk, Virginia. It is built by Tim, the owner of TRE Diesel. He is absolutely awesome. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's been doing it for years. This was actually before the 1100 horse build. It was a 750 horse build in the truck before. And that thing lasted 6 years with just a single trans flush. That thing did great. Didn't skip a beat. Did countless 4-wheel drive launches at 20 plus PSI boost, and nothing ever went wrong. The only thing, it had some overheating issue, or it didn't overheat. It was just once it reached a certain temp of heat, it would start to lock in third gear, which is odd. But I'm gonna roll this up for a little bit so y'all can hear me, so I can talk about this trans real quick. But it is 1100 horse build. I went with the Sanger oversized input shaft, which needed a new triple disc converter. And then with that, the reason I rebuilt my trans is because I took the truck to the track one day and I actually welded my forward clutches together. I think it was my first gear clutches, welded those together, so obviously needed a rebuild, but in the rebuild I was like, let's go full out, because obviously I'm making way more than 750. So I'm gonna need it to be updated anyway. So I went ahead and did that. Like I said, Sanger input, new triple. It actually started to grind on my forward drum, so I needed to swap out my forward drum. What is that? Needed to swap out the forward drum, so did that. All new electronics, all new clutch packs, obviously, for 1,000+ horsepower. New billet intermediate, new billet output shaft. The whole trans is pretty much new. We have a BD deep pan, BD double deep trans pan actually, and that's pretty much it for just the main parts of the build. Everything else, I'm probably missing a few things here and there, but everything in the trans has been changed. Like the trans is completely new pretty much. Like I said, 1,100 horse build, so we'll see how long this one lasts. I'm assuming it'll last the life of the truck, really, unless I decide to go a little more crazy with it, which probably will in the near future, like I said, with my fuel mods that I will be going with here soon. But the trans has 1,775 miles on it right now. I just did my 1,500 mile interval, because that was the break-in period that he told me. So changed everything at 1,500 miles, and we've been going 275 miles over that, and this trans does not skip a beat. This thing's beautiful. I love it. I will never give my trans or my truck to get my trans built to anybody else, unless it's fire punk, but they're a little overrated and they're a little too far away from me. So I think I'm gonna stick with TRE. They are great, and they're local to me too, so probably gonna stick with them for all my trucks if I ever decide to get another truck. That's pretty much it for the trans build. Truck has 225,000 miles on it, and it's still kicking pretty good. But that's pretty much it. Little update on the interior. I have a Edge CTS3 monitor with autometer factory match gauges. The reason I have both is because I don't like certain things on my Edge monitor. I like certain things mechanical, like my power meter, my boost gauge, because the Edge monitor reads off your ECM for boost, and the ECM only reaches 37 PSI max. So obviously, if you got a truck like this, you're gonna be making a little more than that, a lot more than that. And I have my trans temp up here too, because on the Edge monitor, the trans fluid temp will read from the fluid leaving the converter, which will usually be like 30 to 40 degrees hotter than the actual temp that you should be reading. So my trans temp gauge is reading from the bottom of the pan, which is where you should read your trans temp. So that's why I got that there, but I also have my trans temp on my gauge just to see like the difference. Right now it's saying 145 for the coming out of the converter, and on my gauge it actually only says about 110 ish around there. This trans actually stays super cool, and I don't have any external trans coolers. All I have is just a stock one out front. But yeah, this thing stays really cool. Since the build, I haven't seen over 150 on this gauge, and I've really only seen over like about 160 on my Edge monitor leaving the converter fluid, like I said. So yeah, these dudes at TRE know what they're doing with their trans. But I hope y'all can hear me, because this thing is pretty damn loud. So there ain't really else to it. It's probably pretty boring just driving along with the truck with me while I'm screaming, trying to talk over my hood stack. But I'm gonna mount the truck, or I'm gonna mount the camera on the outside of the truck, or we're just gonna do some little driving here and there, and I'll give y'all a little stuff here and there. I'm actually gonna see if y'all can see out the back window. I don't know, but this truck does smoke down low, and then once the build's boosted, it'll actually clear up pretty well. But it's just not enough fuel for me. I need a little more. This thing probably I don't really know how much power. I'm not really gonna spoil it for anybody, but I'm gonna need a little more fuel here soon. Some people would just stick with what I got because this thing's pretty nasty, but I want more fuel. Like, I just can't. I personally cannot stick with one thing for too long. So we're gonna be upgrading the fuel here soon. But that's pretty much it on the overview and the stuff around the truck. It's been a long time since y'all have last seen me, and I'm definitely going to be bringing my life back to YouTube just to give y'all updates of my business, how it's going, the work I'm doing. I might do a few videos on how I do my work. I'm probably going to be moving into a warehouse soon. Probably not a whole warehouse, but like, you know, I'm probably going to get a shop here soon. Move the channel into there, my office and stuff into there. So take this business really on the road. It's going to be pretty legit here soon, even though it is pretty legit, but it's just gonna get better from here on out. So that's pretty much it on the little ride along on the inside. It's pretty boring in here, but I'm gonna put the camera on the outside, probably on my passenger mirror, so y'all can see my wheels as we ride. And then just, if y'all care about rolling coal, you'll see a little smoke down low, but it'll clear up pretty good with this turbo on high end. But you can still see a little bit of fuel coming out too. It doesn't clear up to a perfect setup once it builds boost, but it does pretty damn good for what the setup is. So I'll catch y'all on the outside of the truck. Alright y'all, hope you guys enjoy this video. It's probably pretty shitty and it's probably pieced together a lot, but drop down below in the comments what y'all want to see me fix, like what I'm doing wrong, what I need to do next time. Like, just give me some constructive criticism. Let me know what's up, what y'all want to see. You'll definitely be seeing me a lot more here soon because I've committed to buying a camera. I mean, I'm kind of stupid not to start this back up again with my business, like recording with my business, promoting my business through YouTube. Like, it'll help a lot of you guys that, like, with your orders. I'll update your guys' orders through here. Like, you might see your order on YouTube, you never know. Like, I mean, I do a lot of shit all the time, so it's just, like I said, it's just dumb for me not to. So you'll see me a lot more, but let me know how this video is. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. Both of them are 3VANHALEY, so 3 Van Haley. And I'll put that down in the description below. And make sure y'all follow my Barty Customs Instagram at Barty Customs. Also check the website out, www.bartycustoms.com. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope y'all enjoy this, and just let me know what y'all want to see next and what to fix. See ya.